Hey, I am Serena Caprice, and on today's episode inside the Legacy Lab, we're going to talk about how you can level the playing field in your life and in your business, and how honestly and truthfully, we all actually get the same playing field. So I know you're probably thinking like, what do you mean that we all get the same playing field? And what is this field that we're on anyway? So here's the thing, right? We all get every single day to reset. We get 24 hours. So how you use the 24 hours, that really depends on you. It really uh, gives you insight into this. So there are all different kinds of people, right? There are people who make six figures, there's people who make five figures, there's people who make four figures, there's people who make seven figures, eight figures. Guess what we all have in common? We all have the same 24 hours. And so I wanted to drop by. I wanted to send you this quick video because as I grow, as I become more and more into the life that I'm designing, this transformation journey, right? Sabrina Caprice, the transformation tech, I come to realize that there's these different ideas and there's these different uh, philosophies that you can take and they can either make you successful or they can make you not so successful. So, one way that you can hack this 24-hour level field, okay, how you can hack it is that all you have to do is you can like divide it up every single day. So, it's a little like level the playing field life hack. How can you divide it up every single day? Here's what you can do. You can decide like, okay, what time do you want to get up every day? What is a good time that you can get up and still have at least one good hour to yourself? Now you're probably thinking, who has that kind of time? I don't have that. I can't level the playing field. What are you saying? I promise you that there is an hour, there's a time that you can find, okay, that you can give to yourself an hour. Now, guess what? If you can't find it in the morning, then maybe you have to find it at night. However, you have to find this time. This is critical to your level the playing field, okay? So you find that 1 hour. Now you got 23 hours left. Now listen, you have to get some sleep. Okay, you have to get some sleep. So you got to decide. So studies say that 4 hours is enough for some people, depending on if you're this old or this young. 5 hours, 6 hours. Some people say 8 hours. Okay, listen, you can go to Google, hashtag Google. What is a good amount of hours? What is the suggested amount of hours to sleep? If you're so and so, insert your age. I don't know how old you are. Insert age. Hello, Google. How many hours is it good for me to sleep based off of XYZ? Okay, you decide where you are in your life. For me, I'm good on 5 hours. So now we got 6 hours out of the way. Okay, now you still have a good 18 hours left. Okay, like here we go. This is what we're going to do. Okay, we have to really like get this down. Okay, so you got 18 hours left. Now let's say that you work. Okay, if you work, then you have to go to work. So that's about 8 hours. It's about travel time. So now you have 9 hours. Let's say it's a half an hour. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. If you have a more time that you have to travel for work, then so you have to adjust this. Now, I want you to think about this though. This is like a big bulk of your 18 hours. So if there are 10 hours, let's say your travel time, let's say average travel time. Okay, hello, Google. What is like the average travel time? Usually it's about an hour if you're taking public transportation, if you're driving. So let's say it's 10 hours. You have to get there, you have to be there, then you have to get home. Okay, okay. So now we have 8 hours left. Now, look, you have already have so much more if you think about it, right? You're already on top of it because now you are deciding and you are designing exactly how you're going to utilize this field. It's like your own personal playing field. You get to utilize it. So now you have these whole 24 hours. Now we got you 6 hours already, right? Now we have you this 10 hours. Okay. So now you have this 8 hours left. I know what you're thinking. How are we going to do this last 8 hours? It's a great question. Now, it's one that I want you to ponder on for yourself because for everybody, this one is going to be different. Because if you don't have children at home, you're going to have other priorities maybe that you have. If you have small children, now that's going to be another video for another time because where I'm at in my life, I don't have small children right now. So, our 8 hours, how we're going to manipulate it, it's going to be different. So, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where the grit meets the grind, right? So you have to make a decision on this 8 hours. How is it going to work for you? Now, I want you to take some time to really, really consider this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back in the next episode and we're going to talk about this 8 hours and we're going to talk about it, how it's going to work and how you're going to use it to leverage some areas in your life and in your business. Because the truth is, we only get what? The same 24 hours. That's it. That's all we get. It's the same 24 hours. So now that we have some of the hours mapped out, we know what we're going to do with it. We're going to figure out our 1 hour. It's going to be in the morning, it's going to be in the night. But this 1 hour, that's the critical part for you. So, in this first episode of Leveling the Playing Field, that's what I want you to first decide. I want you to go back and I want you to say, okay, when am I going to get myself this hour? You got 24 to choose from. You have to pick one. And then on our next episode, we're going to talk about leveling the playing field, part two, and how we break down these hours and how we make them work for us. So, thank you for joining me on today's episode of the Legacy Lab, talking about leveling the playing field, where we get the same 24 hours and how we can manage those 24 hours to make it work for us. My name is Sabrina Caprice. I'm a transformation tech coming to you live from the Legacy Lab, and I will see you on the next episode. You didn't find the thing?